Our topic is Prabir Singer thesis or secular deterioration in terms of trade. Prabir Singer thesis also known as theory of secular deterioration in terms of trade. Rahul Prabish and Hans W. Singer, uh, they explained what is the reason for the deterioration in the terms of trade of less developed countries or developing countries. Prabhishan Singer explained or analyzed the reasons. What are the reasons for secular deteriorations in terms of trade of less developed countries or advanced countries? Okay, they serves as a major pillars of dependency theory and policies such as import substitution industrialization. The price of primary commodities PC falls related to price of manufacturing goods over long run, which cause the terms of trade of primary product based economies, usually LDCs or DCs, developing countries, to deteriorate. Actually, this is the main reason for the secular deterioration of terms of trade of LDCs or DCs. That is, price of primary commodity falls relative to price of the manufacturing goods. The less developed countries or developing countries export mainly primary commodities. At the same time, developed countries or industrialized countries export manufacturing goods. Now, the price of primary commodity falls relative to the price of manufacturing goods over long run. This is what we mean that deterioration in terms of trade of LDCs. This is the main reasons. Price of the primary product falls, at the same time price of the manufacturing products rises, relatively rises. And terms of trade has been continuously moving against LDCs. These terms of trade become unfavorable to LDCs. And manufacturing goods are high income elasticity. In case of manufacturing goods, the income elasticity of demand is higher. It means that as income increases, demand for manufacturing goods increases more than proportionately. But at the same time, income elasticity of demand for the primary product is very low. And the assumptions of this Prabir-Singer thesis or secular deterioration of terms of trade theory are: as income increases in developed countries, the pattern of demand shift from primary product to manufacturing goods due to Engel's law. Okay. Here we assume the operation of Engel's law. As income increases in developed countries, the demand pattern shift away from primary to manufacturing goods. One of the main assumption of Prabir-Singer thesis is the operation of Engel's law. That means as income rises in developed countries, the demand pattern shift away from primary to manufacturing, primary commodity to manufacturing commodities. And next, the export market for the product of LDC is competitive. Export market means mainly LDC's export market is mainly for primary product, primary commodities. So this primary commodities market is competitive market. The export market for the product of LDCs, that is primary commodities market, is competitive. There is a slow rise in the demand for the products in developed countries. There is a slow rise in the demand for the product in developed countries. At the same time, the export market of developed countries is monopolistic. Export market of LDC is competitive. At the same time, export market of developed countries is monopolistic. And wages and prices are low in less developed countries. And the appearance of substitutes for the product of LDCs reduced demand for them. and there will be a possibility and there will be a substitute for the primary product of LDCs. So it definitely will reduce the demand for primary commodities of LDCs. The appearance of substitutes for the product of LDCs reduce the demand for them. And the benefit of increased productivity. If technical progress is happen, there will be an increase in the productivity. The benefit of this increase in the productivity is not passed by the DCs to LDCs through lower prices. If productivity increases, the manufacturers of the developed countries can reduce their prices. But in fact, they are not reducing their prices. That it means the benefit of increased productivity is not passed by the developed countries to less developed countries through lower prices. They are not reducing their prices. And the economic growth in LDCs is indicated by the income terms of trade. That is, income terms of trade is the determining factor for the economic growth in LDCs. It means income terms of trade is the determining factor for economic growth in LDCs, less developed countries. And the essence of this Probst-Singer thesis is the peripheral or less developed countries export large amount of primary commodities to import manufacturing goods from industrialized advanced countries. Peripheral or less developed countries export primary product or primary commodity to import manufacturing goods from industrialized advanced countries. And this lead to a deterioration in terms of trade. And the deterioration of terms of trade has been a major inhibitory factor in the growth of LDCs. This deterioration in the terms of trade has been the major inhibitory factor in the growth of less developed countries. Less developed countries export large amount of that means the prices of the primary commodities market is competitive, so price of the primary product is very less compared to manufacturing product. So export large amount of primary product to get manufacturing goods. So it leads to a deterioration in the terms of trade of less developed countries. And this deterioration in the terms of trade has been a major inhibitory factor in the growth of less developed countries. And the high technical progress in advanced countries or developed countries, the trait of which has not get into the LDC. We already assumed that the benefit of technical progress do not pass to the LDCs through lower prices. We already assumed that the producers of the developed countries, that is, they are producing manufacturing goods. They do not pass on the benefits of increased productivity through low prices to the less developed countries. That is, benefit is completely enjoyed by the developed nations. They are not passing that benefit to the less developed countries. And the advanced countries have monopoly control over the production of industrial commodities. We already assumed that manufacturing goods are monopolistic. The market of manufacturing goods are monopolistic. At the same time, the export market of the primary product are competitive. So, advanced countries have some kind of monopoly control over the production of industrialized goods. They manipulated the price of the manufacturing goods in favor and against the interest of less developed countries. They manipulated the price of the manufactured goods in favor of them and against the interest of less developed countries. They have the monopoly power. They can manipulate their prices, their commodities prices according to their wish. For example, export success of OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Export Countries, That is, export success of OPEC is rising the crude oil price since in the mid 1970s. At the same, there has been a relative decline in the price of farm and plantation product and forest product. Example is the export success of OPEC in rising the crude oil price since 1970s, and there, at the same time there has been a relative decline in the price of the farm and plantation products and forest products. And what are these causes of deterioration in the terms of trade of less developed countries or developing countries? And first reason is, or first causes of deterioration is differences in the income elasticity of demand. And the demand for the primary product is relatively income inelastic. The demand for the primary product is relatively income inelastic. That means as income increases, the demand for primary product increases less than proportionately. As income increases, the demand for primary product increases less than proportion. And at the same time, the demand for the manufacturing goods is relatively income elastic. On the other hand, the demand for manufacturing goods is relatively income elastic. That is, as income increases, demand for the manufacturing goods increases more than proportionately. This leads to a deterioration of primary exporters terms of trade. It means the demand for the primary product is relatively income inelastic. On the other hand, the demand for manufacturing goods is relatively income elastic. This leads to a terms of trade of primary exporters to deteriorate over time. This is one of the main reasons for the secular deterioration of terms of trade. And second one is technological change. The raw material saving innovation. We can reduce the use of the raw material by innovating some machines or some other kind of things. The raw material saving innovations have tend to reduce the demand for the primary commodities. The raw material saving innovations have tended to reduce the demand for the primary product or commodity. For example, the development of low-cost synthetic rubber. One of the examples is the development of low-cost synthetic rubber can substitute natural rubber in some areas. The development of low-cost synthetic rubber can substitute natural rubber in some areas. So, fall in the demand for the primary product due to such innovations naturally cause a fall in their prices. Fall in the demand for primary product due to such kind of innovations naturally lead to a fall in the prices of their product, their prices. And this is one of the other reason for deterioration in terms of trade of less developed countries or advanced countries. That is technological change. And third one is monopoly power. There will be unequal market power in product as well as in factor market. The high degree of monopoly power that exists in the industry than in agriculture makes it possible to charge a higher price for the manufacturing product as compared to the agricultural or primary commodities. The higher degree of monopoly power that exists in industry than in agriculture make it possible to change a higher price for manufacturing goods as compared to agriculture or primary products. And the last point is MNCs and transfer pricing. MNCs and transfer pricing. Suppose an MNC operates a subsidiary in developing country. We assume that a MNC operates a subsidiary in a developing country or less developed country, and that is sending inputs to another subsidiary in developed country. That developing country sending inputs to another subsidiary in a developed country. Okay. A MNC operates a subsidiary in a developing or less developed country and sending inputs to another subsidiary in a developed country. And at the same time, the subsidiary in DC is sending inputs to at the same time subsidiary in developed country is sending inputs to LDC subsidiary, because both subsidiaries are part of the same enterprises, or such a trade we call intra-firm trade. In an intra-firm trade, prices are not necessarily true market prices because the goods do not pass through the organized market, and recorded prices are merely bookkeeping entries for them. This is one of the major limitations. Suppose a MNC operates a subsidiary in developing country or less developed country and sending their inputs to their subsidiary in a developed country. And at the same time, subsidiary of developed countries is sending inputs to the less developed countries, because both subsidiaries are part of the same enterprises. That is known as the intra-firm trade. In intra-firm trade, prices are not necessarily true market prices because goods do not pass through the organized market, and the recorded prices are merely bookkeeping entries of them. These are the main causes of the secular deterioration. One is differences in the income elasticity of demand, and second one is technological change, and third one is monopoly power, last one is MNCs and transfer price. These are the figures. This is not necessary to study this. If you can, it will be beneficial.